Hi there, this is a cold start video of my 1993 R100GS. Bike's got about 27,000 miles on it. Haven't ridden it in a couple days. On Saturday, it's Monday, today's Tuesday actually. On Saturday I rode it out to Riverside from Los Angeles. It's about 100 miles round trip. Bike's got about 27,000 miles on it now. Is in great shape. It's all original. I purchased it from an old guy who couldn't ride the bike anymore, and he was kind of sad to see it go, but I was happy to take ownership of it. And yeah, so let's start it up. You can see the engine is all cold. Okay. We'll turn the gas on. Choke on. Put the key in. Turn the bike. Ignition is on. Clutch in. It's in neutral, but clutch in. So that's with the choke on, and after a couple minutes, or after a minute, I will turn the choke off. But let's do a little walk around so you can see the bike up close. It's got new tires, new pads on the brakes. Change it to half choke. The bike's going a little bit better. There we go. Just turn the choke all the way off. You can see there's one tiny little, I don't know if you can see right there, one little scrape in the paint. It's a little wear mark. Everything else looks really good. Paint on the bike is excellent. Really, really nice. I'll go around this side here. Bags are awesome. No scrapes on the bags. Come around here to the back. You can see, again, new tire on the back. Final drive assembly is in excellent condition. No funky colored smoke coming out the exhaust. You can see that pretty well. Airhead, previous owner was in the Airhead Club. You can see the side bag here, it's in amazing shape. Side bags on the bike are key to the motorcycle, same key. Over here, absolutely flawless on the exhaust. All the way down here. The paint perfect here. Got one little scratch on the paint right there. You can see that. And the bike has currently 26,998. Idles perfectly, right around 750 RPMs. See the engine. It's great shape. Front end, perfect. Everything's totally aligned very, very nicely. paint on the fender is perfect. Rims, has the original Accurate front rims. Amazing shape on the rims, all the spokes, everything's super tight. And that's pretty much it. Do a quick one on the front. So that's it for a quick walk around. Let's take her for a ride. That'll be the next video. Cheers. Hi there folks. So I've got my 1993 R100GS motorcycle. All original, very, very nice, very clean bike. I'm gonna take it for a ride so y'all can see exactly how she performs. Do a quick walk around real quick first without the side bags on, so you can see everything that's going on with the bike. Absolutely immaculate bike. Alright, I'm going to put this on. Okay, got the helmet on, gloves. I'm not going with all my gear right now. I'm feeling a little lazy. Anyways, I bought this bike about a year ago, put about 1,500 miles on it. Actually, yeah, probably maybe a little less, 1,000 miles. Last time I rode it was on Saturday. Today's Tuesday. I took it from Los Angeles, where I live, to Riverside. It's about 100 miles round trip. And that brought the bike up to 27,000 miles. So, anyways, ignition on. Gas is on. And the bike's already warmed up, as you saw in the cold start video, so I don't need to warm it up. She just settles right in. Super fun bike. So I'm going to take it through the neighborhood, get on the freeway. We'll do a quick freeway ride over to the Route 710 and then Washington Boulevard. First gear. Look for traffic. So hopefully you'll be able to hear both my commentary as well as the machine as I'm going through with everything. A signal to the right. And traffic's good. Cancel signal. I purchased the bike about a year ago from an elderly gentleman who had Parkinson's. He was the original owner of the bike. He lived in the valley. He bought the bike at West Valley Cycles in Winnetka, California, which is the oldest BMW dealer still in operation today. They've been around for over 50 years. And had all the services performed there. I have all service records for the bike. The bike was always stored in a climate-controlled garage its entire life. The gentleman took very, very good care of it. Rode it lightly. You can see the bike is about 27, 28 years old now, and it's got 27,000 miles on it. So 1,000 miles a year on average, I guess. I mean, he did ride it a lot the first 5 years, because you can tell because of the maintenance records. But then after that 5 years, he kind of slowed down as he was getting older. Didn't ride it much at all in the previous like 10 years, maybe just a few hundred miles. He said he took it out every July 4th. And for a couple hundred miles, and otherwise just kept it, you know, well controlled conditions, and took good care of it like that. So we're gonna get onto the 60 East freeway here. Hopefully that will be clear enough that we can bring it up to speed and row through the gears. Second gear right now, third gear. And this guy had Parkinson's. He was sad to see it go, and I was more than happy to purchase it. I've been riding BMW motorcycles since 1999. That's when I purchased my first, and I've always been an enthusiast of the brand. Always wanted one of these bikes from when I was a teenager, and finally got one. But as much as I love the bike, there is another bike that I want to purchase that's a newer bike, and so I'm going to sell this bike, and I'm going to use the money from this bike and the money that I've saved to purchase a new bike. The reason I'm letting this bike go is because I have a 2018 R100GS Adventure, which I really like, and that bike is a great touring bike. It's a modern bike, it's under warranty, and it's something I never really have to worry about or think about. So here we go. We're going to get onto the 710 South. But before we do, let's take it up through the gears. Fifth gear. She'll move. She'll move. You say go, and she'll say how fast. You say stop, and she'll say, okay, how fast do you want to stop? So it's in fifth gear now. We'll just cruise on. We'll take the 710 South interchange. Shift down to fourth gear. Put new tires on the bike. Did complete service on the bike. When I purchased it, changed all of the fluids, fork oils, cleaned the carbs out completely. Totally did all that stuff. In fact, the bike, I was shocked at how good the condition was when I went through it, and so it really has not needed anything. At all. It's been a really nicely performing bike. Los Angeles traffic. Sometimes you gotta just let people know who's boss, and this is a bike that's 28 years old and has no problem with accelerating and taking the lane, as you can see. No problem lane splitting. It does have the original side cases. The bike has never been in an accident. It's all original. The paint is perfect. The bike runs flawlessly. We'll take the bike on Washington Boulevard through an industrial part of town. Shift down to fourth. Lane change. Oh, no, we don't need to. Brake. So that's where the 5 comes in, right here on the right. We'll get over into these lanes. Bike works really well in traffic. Anyways, as I was saying, I took the side cases off. I generally don't ride with the side cases on unless I got somewhere to go. Like I said, I've only put 1,000 miles on the bike, or a little more than 1,000 miles on the bike since I've owned it. And The side cases are keyed original to the bike. Make a right here on Washington Boulevard, go through this industrial area, and then back up through the neighborhood. Okay, that's third gear. Actually, that's second gear, sorry. Okay. These fucking trucks, dude, they're something else. Get through some of this industrial traffic. First gear. And we can go. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. And fifth gear. That's fifth gear. Bringing down the fourth gear. Third. Second. Back up third. Fourth gear, yellow light. Fifth gear. Anyways, you get the picture. She'll do whatever you ask her to do. Very, very good bike, very reliable, very dependable. Typical old school BMW, airhead. You know, everything about this bike. Easy to repair. Piece of cake. I have lightly driven her. I am wringing her neck a little bit there just for a minute, just to show y'all. Got some potholes. It's about as close as we get to off-road here in Los Angeles. First gear. Lane filter. Bus exhaust. Yum. There we go. Get around that feller. Thing pulls like a tractor, man. It is a torquey little sumbitch. I love it. 60 horsepower on this bike, and it's a great ride. Very, I mean, they really had this bike sorted out. All right, yellow. Look for morons. No morons except me. I'm the moron. First gear. Stop in the neighborhood.
Not really sure what else I should say about the bike, because it is, and the bike, well, the bike speaks for itself. You've all seen it and heard it on the ride here, so not really much to say. Second gear, beyond the fact that it's just bonkers fun. First gear, super fun bike to ride. Keep her in second gear on that corner just so y'all can see how she pulls from real down real low. Just like, she's like, yeah, what? You can't make me chug. Great, great, great bike. Whoa, Bentley. First gear, second gear, first gear, to do the horn. I won't do the horn in front of the school. I don't want to disrupt the classes in session. Horn. Horn. Works great. And here the horn works great. Everything works great on this bike. And here we are back home. Neutral. Bike works great. Fuel off. Fuel off. Bike off. Ignition sequence closed. In the last video I did not show the inside under the seat, so I'm going to do that now so that you can all see what everything looks like as far as that goes. Everything's original. Has the original. There's a supplemental tools here. Little tire gauge. All original cool toolkit. I've added some things to it that I will keep with the sale of the bike. In here we have This is the original manual and my registration insurance paperwork officer. So you can see all that stuff's all original there, with some things added that will not be included with the bike. Underneath here you can see there's a battery, and that's a brand new battery for the new owner. I replaced the battery after having it for a couple hundred miles. It just seemed a little tired, so I took care of that when I was getting the bike back into its fully final form. And you can see everything's really clean, you know, super clean inside and out. I got a little clean rub rag inside there, a little hole. I like that little hole that BMW engineered into the under the gas tank. It's cute. Anyways, I'll put that back, put the seat back on, and we can do one quick walk around with the bike. You can see she is just really, really cool. Really immaculate bike. I mean, look at this paint. Like, this paint is just all original. You know how you know it's original on these bikes? Because they don't sell those decals anymore, and nobody makes them. So if you see a bike with these decals, I can guarantee you that that's original paint, unless it was changed out like 5 years after the bike was originally sold. But anyways, carburetor's all cleaned, engine totally tuned up, new spark plugs, all new fluids through the whole bike, new brakes front, new drums in the rear. Just a great, great performing bike. Anyways, that's that. And to the new owner, whoever you may be, congratulations, you have scored. It is just a fantastic, fantastic machine.